Hey everyone, today we are going to be talking about how to add decimals using place value. And I know this is what you guys have been looking forward to because it's the way that you tend to do it automatically. So we're going to look at a couple of word problems and look at some strategies we can use while we are doing this. And then I'm going to give you 3 questions to complete on your own. All right, let's look at this first question together. Heaven recorded the amount of rain that fell for over 2 hours. In the first hour, Heaven measured 2.35 centimeters of rain. In the second hour, she measured 1.82 centimeters of rain. How much rain fell altogether? All right, so first of all, we have to decide whether or not we're adding or subtracting. And I know that the video is about adding, so you can kind of assume that it's adding, but let's kind of let's just make sure. Um, if you look at the last part of the question, it said how much rain fell altogether. If you see the word altogether, I'm not going to say all the time, but most of the time it means that you're going to be adding. So um, now we have to figure out what we're going to be finding. We're trying to figure out how much rain fell altogether and how much centimeters of rain fell altogether. We know that she found that there was 2.35 centimeters in the first hour, and in the second hour there was 1.82 centimeters of rain. So we have our numbers, 2 and 35 hundredths and 1 and 82 hundredths. The best thing to do first is to quickly estimate the sum. I know that you guys have been doing this, so this shouldn't take too long. If you look really quickly, 2 and 35 hundredths rounds easily to 2 because we're looking at rounding it to a whole number. So this is the whole number. We're circling this, and we know that 2.3 is closer to 2, not closer to 3. Then we're going to look at 1 and 82 hundredths, which we know rounds up to 2 because we're rounding to the whole number, which is the 1. So we're going to look at this, and if 1.8 is much closer to 2 than it is to 1, so we are going to round up. So now we are just adding 2 plus 2, which our sum is going to be 4. So I estimated my sum, and now I'm going to actually add it using place value. Now, when I'm using place value, that means that I have to line up my decimals exactly. So if you line up your decimals exactly, that will give you everything in the correct place, or put everything in its correct place. So that means my hundredths place is lined up. That means my tenths place is lined up, and my ones place is lined up. So now, just like regular addition, we are going to move from left to right. So we are going to start with the 5 plus the 2, which equals 7. We are going to add 8 plus 3, which we are going to have to regroup because 8 plus 3 equals 11. So we're going to put the ones place here, or not the ones place, we're going to drop the 1, and then we're going to carry the other 1. So that is what 8 plus 3 is. Now we're looking at 2 plus 1, which is 3, but then we can't forget to add on our extra 1 here. So that means 4. So if I'm looking for how much rain fell altogether, I know that 4 and 17 hundredths of a centimeter fell altogether. Now, I can check my answer with a quick picture. Now, I know you guys love drawing base 10 blocks, so we're going to do that really quickly. So when we're adding, we have our wholes, which are the flats. Okay, so we have 2 and 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35 hundredths. And we are adding on to that 1 and 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 82 hundredths. So first things first, we have to add together how many hundredths we have, and all together we have, there's 5 there and there's 2 there, we have a total of 7/100ths, which matches. And then if we look over here, we see, okay, well, can we regroup this at all? So I know that one whole has 10 longs, so, or 10/10ths. So I can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the way I'm going to show this is I'm going to actually draw a circle around it. Okay. Now this is the important part. I am taking these out, so I'm going to cross them out, but I'm regrouping. That means I'm adding that whole over here. You cannot forget to add the whole over here, because if you just take these out without actually regrouping them and putting them with the whole over here, then it's going to mess you up. So crossed it out, added over here. How many tenths do I have now? 1. Does that match? It does. Now how many wholes do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes. So I have 4 wholes in 17/100ths. So that is going to be my answer. That is correct. All right, now let's look at one other one really quickly. Elizabeth measured the growth of the plant she was growing for a school project. The first week, the plant measured 1.8 decimeters. And during the second week, the plant grew 2.89 decimeters. How tall was Elizabeth's plant at the end of the week? So first of all, I'm going to take my numbers. I'm going to estimate really quick. Make sure you line up the decimal points. 1.8 rounds up to 2. Because remember, we're rounding to whole numbers. 2.89 rounds to 3. So 2 plus 3, put my plus sign. 2 plus 3 is 5. So I know it's going to be around 5. Now we're going to line up the decimals again. Make sure we're lining up according to the decimal point. 0.89. Okay, now something really important to realize. See how there's this big blank space here? What you can do, if that confuses you, what you can do is you can add kind of like a holder 0. So you can add the 0 right here. It doesn't change the value of the number, but it can kind of show you that there is something in that place, so you don't get confused and try to line these numbers up incorrectly, because you do not want to line up the tenths and the hundredths place. You need to have the hundredths in this line, tenths in this line, and whole numbers in this line. All right, so now we are going to add. So 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 8 is 16. So I'm going to drop the 6, carry the 1, or regroup the 1, sorry. Then I'm going to add 2 plus 1, which is 3, and I can't forget my regrouped 1 here, so that is going to be 4 and 69 hundredths. And is that close to our estimate? It is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a quick picture to check my work. 1 and 8 tenths. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 wholes, 8 tenths, again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hundredths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, remember, when we're adding decimals using a drawing, we're going to look to see, okay, can this be regrouped at all? Can I make these 9 hundredths into a tenth? And I cannot. All right, so because I cannot make 9 hundredths into a flat or a tenth, then I'm just going to leave those be. So I have 9 hundredths, which matches. Now I'm going to add my tenths, which I have 16 tenths. Now, can I regroup these and make one of them a flat? Well, do I have 10 of them? Yes, I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle 10 of them. Remember, I'm going to cross this out, but I have to have my arrow showing me where they went. So I'm going to add them to my holes over here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tenths. Does that match? It sure does. So now I have, how many holes do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, which also matches. So I just checked my work using a quick picture. All right, now it's going to be your guys' turn. In your math journal, I would like for you guys to answer these 3 questions. If you notice, one of them does want you to draw a picture to help you add. The rest of them, though, you can just go ahead and use your place value to add them together. Make sure you also complete your whisk, and when you're done, comment on the video saying, Ms. Cassidy, I completed the video. See you tomorrow.